Welcome back to RuskiWeldFab. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are having a little bit of a Q&A session, me and Nick on TeamPrawnRacing. I'm going to be asking a few questions that I really want to pretend those are the questions, popular questions that have been asked me to ask him over different social medias, but that's not the case. I just came up with that. And then Nick is going to ask me a few of his questions, and basically this is on my channel, and my interview is going to be on his channel. You see what we did there? So all the links are in the description. Please do go and follow. And we've just finished this lovely carbon fiber splitter. So again, on my channel we'll have a full tutorial. On his channel we'll just have a bit of a vlog. First thing first, I want to give you a little present.
Hey.
Thank you very much. It still has the word shit in it.
Still got the word shit, but he's not shit anymore. Please do take note.
Yeah, so please do wear. We're still kind of in between, in the middle of winter. I know you love hats, and I'm still waiting for mine.
Oh, it's a thin hat. I've never had a thin hat before.
It's just a thin hat. Do whatever you want with it. Yeah.
Well, hey, it's like a mid-spring hat.
Yeah.
There we go.
Lovely. Saying that, I said I wasn't prepared, but
oh no, here we go.
I am. All right, shall we start, Nick?
Shall we? Oh, what's
I only have 20 questions, so we can try and keep it as short as possible. Some of them are almost yes and no, but
this is unprepared. I have not seen these.
No. If you're alone in the car on a long drive, what do you think about?
Oh, if I'm alone in the car on a long drive, sometimes, this is going to sound really weird, sometimes I visualise race starts. I don't know why, I don't know where it's come from, and it's only happened in the last couple of years. I was driving to work the other day, driving around the M25, and weirdly I was visualising coming through the final chicane at Thruxton on the grid with Thunders, which is weird because I've not done a race with Thunders yet. But I was visualising all the cars I'm going to be sharing the grid with, picturing the sounds, the feeling, the noise coming up, the lights going out, and wondering how on earth my first race start in Thunders is going to go.
Wow.
And just like driving along on the M25 like 6 a.m. one morning, properly like gave me chills thinking about it.
I guess it's a little bit similar to driving a trolley in a supermarket where you try to sort of drift around corners and
everywhere,
close apex. Yeah, I know what you mean. All right. How many parts does an average car have?
How many parts?
It's a bit of a trivial question on average.
3,700.
30,000.
Bugger.
On average. How many parts does your race car have?
Definitely less than that. I'm going to go 20,000.
Wow. Well, I suppose yours is still road legal and MOT'd, so
there are so many clips and things that you just first time you just remove, gone, don't need that. Yeah, I'm going to go with 20,000, definitely less.
What's your favorite thing you built or made for your car?
Ta-da! I don't know really. Currently, it's my carbon splitter. Favourite thing I've built? Oh, no, really don't know. I'm going to go with carbon splitter. It's definitely experimenting.
It's definitely out there, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's one pointless tuning product on the market today you think should not be on the market?
Throttle modifiers. For drive-by-wire cars these days, like, what are they called? Sprint boosters or something? You can get a little box that plugs in that modifies your throttle. And all it does means when you put 20% pedal in, you get like 60 or 80% at the throttle plate and your car suddenly feels faster. It isn't. Just move your foot some more. They're like a few £100 as well.
I cannot stand the pop and bang maps. It's not really a tuning part, as per my question, but I just wish them all the words I'm not allowed to say because we're still getting monetized, but it's just like it's useless. I mean, if your car, don't get me wrong, there's certain cars like some Maseratis, there's some supercars, they just do it naturally on overrun. That's what happens when you have some unburned fuel going through the thing.
It's a byproduct, isn't it?
But when you do it on purpose in your shit box, I mean, I don't mind maybe some really nice cars like C63s. They actually have really nice overrun. It's not really like my RS4 Mini. It does it, but it's not like it's been mapped. But certain cars like a 4-port bangers like BMW, they're so loud, and it's just, I guess we kind of agree on those things.
No, 100% with you.
What is one, ask that question. What would you choose for more downforce, or more power at the wheels? No, hold on. Alright. What would you choose, more downforce or more power at the wheels, if more power was allowed?
Right. Ignoring last week's video, if you haven't seen it, go and check it out. Car is on the dyno. If you haven't seen that, then you might believe me, but you probably, if you've seen it, you won't believe my answer. I'd go for downforce every time. So it's weird. And I don't know if you find you're in a similar place. You modify a car, you end up with a load of power for the type of car it is. Everyone thinks you're power mad, you're power hungry. The whole world is so power hungry these days. The only way to keep up is to have a lot.
More and more, I mean, that's what they keep doing. I mean, now you see on Facebook where people modify their BMWs, I mean, 140, whatever, I've seen the other day, 753 horsepower.
It's nuts, isn't it?
You don't... I know exactly what you mean, like on my Clio 430, I've never driven with 430, it's just, it's too much. I mean, I prefer to drive a slow car fast than a faster
car slow.
Yeah.
So you get more enjoyment from the downforce and the handling. These days, everything is so quick, you need the power as well to keep up with stuff. Yeah. But I don't get the same kick out of power as I do nailing an apex or something.
Exactly. Good answer. If there is one component in the car that can be modernized, what is it in your car?
Oh, in my car now, I would have said the ECU, but we've just done that. We've just done that. I would say currently the most outdated part of the car is probably the driver.
The driver?
Yeah, definitely the driver.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm also the oldest part of the car now.
Oh, you really? Oh, yeah, well, obviously, yeah. Well, yeah, because my wife kind of suggested this question, and
that's a cool question.
I kept thinking, because she was like, obviously you've been building your car for over 4 years now, 4 years. Like, obviously some parts are kind of obsolete and stuff, and I kept thinking, well, no, it's all kind of still up to date. I mean, I don't know, the dash, probably the dash. I love DTA, the ECUs and everything they do, but it's just so not user-friendly. I mean, our friend, Nigel Pindewagen, he's an absolute guru. He is the one who literally has been tinkering with mine. I've done almost nothing with it because it's just so difficult, and he would like do the screen layout and everything, send it to me, try this, either try that. So probably that would be one thing that I would change for something like, no advertising, but AIM or what's the black?
ADU.
ADU black, because it's just so user friendly, but yeah, everything else is pretty much spot on. Yeah. Losing 10 kilograms from a car or from yourself, what's more cost effective?
Oh, cost effective? Definitely losing it from yourself. What's more enjoyable? Definitely losing it from the car. But this year I'm going for both.
What's more approachable, you think?
What's more approachable?
What's easier?
Depends how big.
10 kilos is a lot. It depends how big you are to start with. You know, if you're kind of slim and healthy as me, you know, 10 kilos I would literally be...
You'd struggle. Whereas I'm 14 kilos down this year already, so...
that's
yeah. Plus another 9.3 with this.
Is it 9.3 or 9.8?
9.3.
Yeah,
9.3, I just worked it out.
Yeah, good. I think I would go for losing from a car myself as well.
It's more fun.
You have mastered heel and toe. How are you on the dance floor?
Oh...
That's another question from my wife, I know.
No comments allowed, Pinder family, about the heel and toe. They call me out on every video. On the dance floor, I am fairly terrible. However, weirdly, at our wedding, we did not choreograph our first dance. Don't know what happened. First dance was Dance With Me Tonight, Ollie Murs. Just happy, upbeat song, my wife and I like it. Came together on the dance floor, had a little dance, everyone was cheering. Everyone thought it was choreographed. And it wasn't. And we've never been able to do it again. But it was a really cool moment when everyone's like, oh, that was amazing, can't believe you practiced it. And we're all there going, oh, no. But no, apart from that, 2 left feet.
Yeah, I don't do dancing in the sense of like dancing. I mean, I used to go...
Too tall.
Well, I don't know, I just feel awkward and I just don't enjoy it. I used to go, obviously, nightclubs back in uni days and stuff, but you can hardly call it dancing when you're like all drunk and stuff.
You just hammered, wobbling around.
You just shake, yeah. I mean, I don't call it dancing, but even on our wedding day, I just kind of, I had to, because the wife said, we need to have one dance. You don't have to dance with me for the rest of your life, but this one dance we have to make. And I felt almost as awkward as sort of standing up on one knee when I was proposing. I was shaking.
All eyes are on you.
And I was like, not enjoyable at all. So it's good to know that I'm not the only one. Have you ever achieved a New Year's resolution?
Yeah, I think so.
Have you?
Yeah, I set a New Year's resolution to go racing.
Oh,
And I did.
I remember actually. watching that
Yeah, I
video.
was
You
like,
said,
I'm
yeah.
going racing this year. It's going to happen. And yeah,
It did happen.
and
Oh.
it did. So yeah, I'm going to go with that. Although I think 90% of New Year's resolutions fail.
Yeah, I think it's because people probably put unrealistic expectations and sort of, they aim way too high. I mean, it's good to aim high because otherwise you're not going to achieve anything. But sometimes, if somebody says that I want to travel the world, 30 countries, realistically it's not possible.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
I want to lose half of the weight, or, it's like, no, aim a little bit lower. Myself, I don't know. I don't think I've ever actually set any goals to myself because I think it's one of those things. If I don't want to be disappointed if I sort of set myself a goal, let's say, to do something and then I don't do it, then I'll be disappointed. So it's easier not to set any goals and then whatever happens, happens.
Yeah, I'm quite goal driven, but I think if you want something, you make it happen. I don't think it matters whether it's January the 1st or not.
Exactly.
If you want something, make it happen now.
Yeah. That's a good one. Who would you love to punch in the face?
Oh, I'm not sure I'm allowed to answer that.
Yes, you are.
Who would you love to punch in the face?
I suppose.
Oh, topical right now, Michael Massey, absolutely.
Oh.
Michael Massey.
Controversial.
I'm not going to sit on either side of the fence, Red Bull or Mercedes, but anyone that can cock up a sport quite so royally from whichever side of the fence you sit, no, prime candidate, Michael Massey.
I understand, but personally I don't think his face is very punchable. It just doesn't. For me, you don't have the same question for me on your channel.
No, I do now.
Yeah,
I do now. Yeah.
Shall I answer on yours? So guys, if you want to know who I would like to punch, definitely go to Nick's channel and see his version of the interview. A lot of people not going to be surprised. Where is the furthest place you've ever traveled in a car?
Furthest place I've travelled in a car. Oh, it's probably about 10 miles beyond the Nürburgring before realising I was lost.
Yeah, I mean, getting to Nürburgring is pretty far. I would say. Yeah, for me it was, we traveled around America. We basically traveled from Colorado all the way through all the states, all the way down to Las Vegas, then San Francisco. And It took us 2 weeks to do that, obviously staying in hotels and stuff like that. But overall, I think the whole trip was 3,000 miles, something like that.
Nice.
Obviously not in one go, so I'm not quite sure whether that would go beyond that. But I would say as a single trip, probably going to Nürburgring is still sort of a decent, almost.
It's up there, isn't it?
Well, I'm gonna have to endure a humongous trip closer to summer when I actually bring my ladder. By the way, links in the description if you want to check it out. Actually, don't go to the link. Just go to my videos and start watching them all. I will be bringing a ladder, and it's 3,000 miles.
If it makes it.
It should make it. Please, come on. What hobby would you get into if time and money weren't an issue?
If time and money weren't an issue.
I mean, obviously.
Yeah, I don't think I'd change. If I wanted a cheaper hobby, I'd definitely take up cocaine.
Money is no issue, so.
But I don't know. If money was no issue, I would just carry on racing. Yeah, but more of it.
Yeah.
And better stuff.
More of it. Oh, exactly. Yeah. Better stuff. Yeah. Who is your favorite influencer?
My favourite influencer? Ooh. Tough one. I don't know.
He's a tough
Actual favourite influencer?
There's so many out there, aren't there?
There's so many people out there. There are so many people that I've liked when I've found them, and then as they've grown and their audiences have changed, some people you like more, and to be honest, some people you like less, because it changes them and the way they kind of portray themselves. Also, you grow and your ideas and interests change as well. And yeah, you do different stuff, but
right now, I mean, who, obviously apart from myself, who do you watch the most, sort of like religiously?
Who do I watch the most now? I still watch Cletus McFarland a lot.
Really?
Which is weird because I've got turbocharged 4 cylinders and I have zero interest in drag racing. But I think entertainment it's quite often about escape.
Yeah.
I'm never going to go drag racing in America, Bradenton or anything, but you can watch that and it's just like a bit of an escape. It's removed from the real world and what you do. See, I like to sit down, chill out, and watch them drag racing in V8s.
Yeah, I watched a few of these videos. It's just I don't like this sort of this American over the top, let's just throw money at it kind of thing. I mean, maybe because I just get jealous, because not because of the money, but because of the what they actually can achieve and do. Obviously, because they're famous, they have the money because of YouTube. But I mean, I want to do all those stuff. I mean, I want to buy cars and just go and trash them and race them, but can't afford it. So it's just one of those things. I look at it and I'm like, ooh, I'm just too jealous. That's why I'm like, no, I don't like you because I'm jealous.
Who do you watch most then?
I watch a lot of Russian YouTube channels on building cars.
Cool.
There's one guy in particular. I'll leave a link in the description. He does drifting, Vakrushev Drift. It's all in Russian, so you guys probably not even going to subscribe, whatever, but the link will be there. But he started off with Lades 5 years ago, and he's building one for the RDS, the Russian Drift series, like a proper homologated car. And it's the same one, 2105, the same one I bought just now. And even though he doesn't really does building himself so much, but he's always sort of pushing the envelope sometimes, and lots of different channels. I mean, lots of on composite works, a lot of about sort of YouTube and how to be better. It's difficult. I think I'm subscribed to like 80 different channels, and whatever just comes up. It depends on your mood, like Nick said as well. Sometimes you watch one thing, and the other day you have like Misha, for example. I love his content, but some of it, I look at the thumbnail and I'm like,
not for me.
Yeah, I don't want to watch this. But sometimes you're like, oh yeah, I want to watch that. So it's a weird one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Influencer. What is one skill you really want to master?
TIG welding.
TIG welding.
TIG welding. So Andy Ponting, I'm sure you'll be watching this, and if you haven't seen his channel, you guys should.
Yeah.
He's one of these annoying people that decides he wants to do something, buys the kit, and then just solidly teaches himself. And he's gone from like 2 years ago not having a TIG to now being master TIG welder and stainless alley. I think TIG welding is one of those things. I can MIG a little bit. No comments again, please.
I mean, if it's still on the car and doesn't fall off, you can weld MIG. So.
Yeah. That's kind of the level I'm at.
Yeah.
But it would be a real skill, especially alley TIG, which is obviously AC. Because then when you can make something in alley, you can pretty much make any bracket for anything then, can't you?
Yeah, I'm a little bit like that. I mean, I'm not gonna like pretend to call myself like a master at anything really, but I am probably because I'm just tired and I want to know everything myself. So I tend to do the same as Andy. I literally just like, right, I want to TIG. So you buy all the kit and then you watch a bunch of videos on YouTube and then you just sort of pretend that you know how to TIG, and within time you can actually TIG. But yeah, mine is probably because I'm just tired. That's why I want to learn everything myself. Also, I hate blaming people for their mistakes. I would rather sort of blame myself or not make those mistakes if I'm making something, rather than, you know, especially if you pay somebody for something, certain stuff, and then you're, I'm not happy about that, and you're like, oh. TIG welding. You know what? I have a bit of a titanium in the garage that I'm trying to weld. You can actually try and lay a few beads if you want.
Nice.
Do you think a term COVID build is a thing? Do you think more people are building cool cars since 2020?
Oh.
Because you know it's been big. Oh, COVID build.
I've never seen the term.
Really?
I've never seen the term.
All over Facebook. Like
no,
everywhere.
Never seen the term COVID build. Personal opinion, no, it's not a thing because nothing great was ever built in a super short space of time. To me, all the coolest things have a longer. They have a longer story. They have a development. You don't. Cars are more than just the sum of their parts. You don't go, I want a cool car, here are all the bits, throw them on and have a cool car. That's the start, and then the journey begins. Like yours, you've got it on the road, you've got your Kevlar done, you've got your aero, your engine now, and then you start to develop it, and it's from there that the story grows. So, no, I don't think you can have built something truly epic within the space of time. We have been
with COVID for over 2 years now.
Oh, don't say that. It's like 6 months, isn't it?
No, over 2 years, more than that now.
COVID build. I've never heard of the term. So
really, I've everywhere on Facebook, COVID build, and I think personally there are a lot of builds that I came across, and they kind of started off within this, because more people sort of spend time in their own garage because lockdowns and all that. So definitely I can see, like from last year when we've done the truck days, I could see the level of cars.
You think the level of prep was higher?
Yeah, because people spend more time on it. Or it could be that before, when I would go, it would just be me and maybe a couple of mates. But now I'm more in this kind of scene. I know you and
you look around a bit more.
And we kind of, when we go to truck days, you kind of are with people who are a bit more serious about this whole thing. That's why you actually see cars. But yeah.
That said, I did do my sills in COVID in the first lockdown. I thought I had like an afternoon spare to grind off the rust and just kind of paint it up. And when I went under it, I just kind of finger through, and that was like
And then you thought, right, I have time, I'll do it.
Pretty much, yeah.
There is this thing.
Yeah, okay, maybe. I call my sills...
Maybe not so much a build, but COVID...
A COVID project.
COVID project, yeah.
Yeah, no, okay. Yeah. I retract my previous statement.
A lot of people decided to be influencers and YouTubers during COVID.
Yeah.
Good on you, but yeah.
It's a tough gig.
Do you play simulator games? Sim games? Yes. What's your favorite game to play to help you practice for racing?
Technically, the answer is yes. I have a Playseat Challenge and a G920 wheel and pedals.
That's a good choice.
I really like it. I play Assetto Corsa because the only laptop I've got will only just about play it on fairly basic graphics. But no, I really enjoy it. I don't play it enough. I need to get it out this year because I'm racing at a couple of tracks I haven't driven before at all. So I need to get it out. I found a car on it. It was a Skoda Octavia Cup car that felt remarkably similar to the A3. And when I kind of got into the groove of it, playing on Assetto Corsa, I was generally within a second on every track of my real world lap times. So yeah, I really need to get back into it. I need to find something that's more comparable to the car in its new sort of Thunder Saloon spec. Yeah. But yeah, and if anyone's got any tips on like a decent gaming PC that's not going to break the bank, then let me know.
Yeah, I remember I bought my PC specifically for that, and I think it was right before COVID or during, I can't remember. We've been living with it for such a long time.
Prices went through the roof, didn't they?
I built sort of the sim rig with TV and everything. Originally I wanted to do the 3D glasses, but it just made me sick, so I was just like, just a TV in there. And it was Assetto Corsa, but because Assetto Corsa is on a computer, it's just a bit of a sort of, how on the PC you have to set it all up.
Yeah.
And recently I just found, I don't have time for it, or too much interest, but PlayStation Gran Turismo Sport, I find it's a perfect balance between
just more accessible
and sim. Yeah, and also we've done quite a bit of training for the Nürburgring, even though it almost doesn't help you at all, because once you're on the real circuit, you're kind of like, wow, it's totally different. But it's still, you kind of remember corners. Brandsatch, I really love doing Brandsatch on a sim, because it's just such a short circuit, and you just kind of
get into a groove.
Yeah. Assetto Corsa and Gran Turismo. Those are your two go-to simulator games. 3 more questions, Nick.
Dun, dun, dun.
If you had to choose building a new race car garage or buying a new car, what would it be?
I would build a new garage now. Yeah, so I have my car. Those of you that have followed me will know I've had it for 16 years now. And I plan on having it forever. I don't change things. I like to take what I have and improve it.
Same, although, attached to things.
Yeah, I get so attached to things. I've had it since I was 19, and I just, it's got so much history with me. And my garage is basically an asbestos shed. So I would love a bigger garage, a cleaner workspace, insulated so I don't freeze to death. It doesn't get condensation on the inside.
Dream come true. I get so jealous, because for me exactly the same thing, and actually I'm planning to do that as well. When you see like on Facebook and different groups, people like, oh, my bill, or what, you ask a question, and you just look behind and
you look at the garage more, don't you?
Pristine garage with like those super expensive chest of tools, drawers, and you just like, I don't care about your question or your car. I'm just like, wow.
Roll cabs, color coded to the scissor lift.
Yeah, or especially when they actually have like the floor, like the proper resin floor. You really just want to sort of eat your food
like, I love that.
And you're like, it's a garage.
It'll happen. I built my last one. And then 3 years later we moved house. So another Team Prawn garage project is coming in the next year or 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
Have you ever had to go to the hospital as a result of your racing?
No, not yet. No, I don't think I have.
touching wood.
Oh, touch wood. I was thinking, not building the splitter. I didn't know. Fume inhalation.
Yeah.
But no, not yet. I went through a spate of going to A&E quite a lot when I was young and into extreme sports and hurt myself a lot. And then I've managed to avoid it largely for the last few years.
Yeah.
But it does put my neck out, actually. It does sometimes go to the chiropractor because I finish a race weekend and my neck's a bit... You see all the F1 drivers doing the odd sideways kind of press-ups with a weight on their head and you think, that's hardcore.
Maybe start to do that.
Yeah, maybe one day.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Yeah, I mean, I can't even call my racing career as a career. I mean, I've literally done half a season of time attack so far. I mean, I've done sprints before, but I haven't really raced properly. So it's just essentially track days for the past 6 years. But yeah, kind of same. I avoided any major sort of drama. I did go to A&E, not because of racing, but because I cut my sort of finger completely like open like that with a little attachment to the Dremel, and I bought it on Amazon. Don't buy those. It literally looks like circular saw, little saw like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And because you don't have a guard or anything,
and
once it escapes, it just wants to go everywhere because you can't switch it off. It doesn't have. Yeah, I had to go to A&E, and that was.
Nice.
No, it wasn't.
Nice.
It wasn't. But yeah, I still can't really feel a little bit. But
that's cool.
Yeah, keep it safe, guys. Keep it safe. Last question. How many prawns can you fit in your helmet?
How many prawns? Oh, I don't actually eat prawns.
What?
I don't eat prawns. Do you eat Ilyas?
Yeah.
You eat Ilyas? Is it like a Russian dish?
I was just like, what? Yeah.
No, I don't eat prawns. Weirdly, despite being called Mr. Prawn, the friendly crustacean, the thought of eating a prawn is quite repulsive to me.
Really?
Yeah, no, I
just
can't.
don't know how to cook them.
Nah, it's just
literally. If I gave you my favorite one that we cook on a barbecue, the king sort of super large prawns like that.
They just look like big bony fingers. I'm not into that.
With lemon, it's just
No.
I'm getting hungry.
So weirdly, I'll eat scampi, but don't tell me it's just prawns. I know it is, but I don't want to go there.
No,
is it not?
I don't like scampi. Yeah.
You're not?
It has nothing to do with prawns.
Okay, cut that bit out. That was shit. No, I don't eat prawns. I'm not into it.
Well, fair enough.
But how many could I fit in my helmet? I need to answer the question. Without a blender, I reckon 400. With a blender, 6,000.
And on that note, thank you guys for watching. I hope you like this sort of
it's been different. It's been fun.
Interview with weird questions. And guys, don't forget, you can go and listen to listen to my answers to Nick's questions on his channel. Once again, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
That was fun.
That was good, wasn't it?
That was fun.